Java data types. First, let us take the number system. The decimal system is used by humans, and binary system is used by computers. Decimal system used by humans. The counting is done like this. If you have one object, it is represented by a character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we have one more object, 10, now we don't have a character to represent it, so the decimal system insists that we put it in a box and represent this box as 1 by shifting that digit to the second place. And since we don't have any single objects, we represent it by 0. So this is 1, 0. That 1 represents 10 such objects. One more if you add, it becomes 1, 1. So in effect it means one box of 10 objects and one single object. And this counting continues till the second object becomes 2, that is two boxes. Binary system used by computers. The same way of counting we can do in binary. For one object we have a character 1. If we add one more, since there are only ones and zeros in binary system, we don't have a character, so we put it in a box and represent this box as 1 and no singles, so it is 1, 0. If we add one more, so now it becomes 1, 1. One box of 2 objects and one single. If we add one more, now we have two boxes of 2 objects each, but we don't have a character to represent again. It's 2 boxes, so we shift it to the third place by putting it in a box. So we have one box of 2 boxes of 2 each and one empty box and no singles. That is represented by 1, 0, 0. So the third place is having 4 such objects. If we add one more, now it becomes 1, 0, 1. That is one box of 4 and one box of none and one single. If we add one more, we have to collect it in a box. So we have one box of 4, one box of 2 and no singles, so 1, 1, 0. If we add one more, then there is just one single, so now it becomes 1, 1, 1. So in effect it represents 1 into 4 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 1, that is 7 in decimal system. Computers use binary as it is simpler to design the hardware. A 1 or 0 is called a bit, represented by a transistor in the hardware. The state is either on or off, thus used as a switch. A byte is a set of 8 bits. So in the hardware there are 8 transistors representing a byte, which are either on or off. Now data types. Java supports primitive data types which were used in C, but there are wrapper classes to wrap around the primitive types. The list is like this. For primitive type Boolean, there is a wrapper class Boolean with capital B. The number of bits needed is only 1. For char, there is a character which needs 16 bits. For byte, there is a class called byte with capital B. It needs 8 bits. Short, again short with S capital, it needs 16 bits. Int, integer, 32 bits. Float, float capital F, 32 bits. Long, long with capital L, 64 bits. Double, double with capital D, 64 bits. Where float and double are precision numbers. Now the ASCII character set was standardized in the 60s and came into use throughout the world, which is American Standard Code for Information Interchanged, which uses 1 byte to represent the characters. So if you look at the table, 65 represents capital A, and 97 represents small a or lowercase a, and so on. Object data type. In Java, any class, interface or enum can be a data type. Operations are possible on the internal data fields of an object through the methods. Thus, the need for wrapper classes. Objects are passed by reference into methods as parameters except string class. All primitive types are passed by value. Object types of an instance of a class are initialized to null by compiler. Primitive numbers are initialized to 0, Boolean to false, char to blank, represented by /u0000. Operators in Java. Mathematical operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division, and the percent sign for remainder. Assignment equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiplication equal to, division equal to. Comparison equal, not equal, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to. To check the type of an object, there is an operator called instance of. Logical operators and or. bitwise operator, and or exclusive or, shift greater than, less than, greater, that is unsigned operation, unary, plus plus, minus minus, not. All operators are checked by compiler. Then control statements. Selection, you have if else, and switch. For loop we have for, while, do while. For transfer we have break, continue, return, assert, try, catch, and finally.